Hello, and welcome to 12-Minute Meditation, a weekly podcast from Mindful and Mindful.org that offers mindfulness meditations backed by neuroscience. Scientific research reveals that 12 minutes of meditation a day can yield benefits like increased attention, focus, creativity, calm, resilience, and compassion. And so on this podcast, we invite you to do your 12-minute practice with guided meditations from today's leading mindfulness experts. With a new practice each week, 12-Minute Meditation offers you a way to bring the benefits of mindfulness to your daily life. I'm Stephanie Domet. I'm the managing editor at Mindful and Mindful.org, and this week, Steve Hickman leads us in a meditation to practice gratitude for small things. Steve is a licensed clinical psychologist. He's the executive director of the Center for Mindful Self-Compassion and the founding director of the UC San Diego Center for Mindfulness. That's a program of community building, clinical care, professional training, and research. He has taught mindfulness-based stress reduction for 17 years. He's trained teachers of MBSR and mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, and he's a mindful self-compassion teacher trainer and leads mindful self-compassion intensives and workshops around the world. He's also the author of Self-Compassion for Dummies. We often find ourselves focusing primarily on what we want but don't have, which can cultivate a negative state of mind or striving for something else. So in this meditation, we explore what it would be like to let go of needing anything to be any different in this moment and to open up to what's actually here that may bring joy. We can uncover the wisdom of gratitude by noticing small things to be grateful for and then opening our awareness to the truth that everything and everyone, no matter how small, is interconnected. And we're very focused on gratitude this month here at Mindful. 'Tis the season for that, after all. And we just finished making our first ever gratitude journal, which will be available on newsstands starting November 23rd, or you can get your copy right from us at mindful.org. And we are so excited about this gratitude journal. It's colorful and bursting with heart and insight and space for you to explore your own gratitude practice. So again, you can find your own copy at mindful.org. You can also subscribe to 12-Minute Meditation there, and I hope you will. And maybe leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts. Your review can help other listeners decide whether 12-Minute Meditation is for them. But for now, for you, here's Steve Hickman.
At its very basic level, gratitude simply means appreciating the good things that life has given us. However, we often find ourselves focusing primarily on what we want but don't have, which cultivates a kind of negative state of mind, a kind of striving for something else. What would it be like to let go of needing anything to be any different in this moment, and to open up to what's actually here that may bring some kind of joy? We can even think of gratitude as a kind of wisdom practice. One aspect of wisdom is simply understanding the complexity of a situation, appreciating how every event arises interdependently with every other event, that a whole sequence of causes and conditions have gone into creating this moment, to leading this thing to our awareness, to causing something to arise here in this moment. When we actually practice gratitude, we're acknowledging the many factors, large and small, that contribute to this moment. We can say that gratitude is kind of the feeling of wisdom. It's how wisdom feels. As we appreciate that nothing happens in isolation, that gratitude is not an isolating practice, it is a connecting practice. Or even, you might say, a relational practice in the sense that we become aware of the people who led to this particular experience, who contributed in some big or small, known or unknown way into us having this moment of joy, of gratitude, of appreciation. Part of the joy that arises when we practice gratitude is that we feel the freedom from illusion of separateness, a sense of the common humanity that we share but often forget. It breaks the illusion of separateness and loneliness that have a great hold on many of us. Can we become aware not only of the moment of joy, but all of the things and people that went in to allowing us to have this experience? Might it be possible for you to follow the words of the poet Mark Nepo when he said, "One key to knowing joy is to be easily pleased"? So engaging in a practice from the Mindful Self-Compassion program developed by Chris Germer and Kristen Neff called Gratitude for Small Things. This practice in a variety of forms is available elsewhere and is sourced from many places. And it's a simple practice of simply pausing, opening up, letting go of wanting anything to be any different in this moment, and opening up to a few small and insignificant things, seemingly insignificant things, things that you often overlook, for which you feel grateful. So taking some time now to make a list, perhaps writing it down, or a mental list, whatever allows you to make some space for considering what is it that you are grateful for and perhaps often overlook. Even things in this room, wherever you happen to be. Small and seemingly insignificant things. Letting go of the big things in life that are perhaps a bit more easily brought into focus. Things that we're grateful for, and focusing on the little things. Maybe noticing the smell of coffee in the morning. A particular view that you are fond of. The texture of a blanket. A genuine smile from your beloved. Buttons. Letting yourself savor each item, letting it land. Noticing what it can be like to simply acknowledge your gratitude. Becoming easily pleased. I find myself feeling gratitude for fresh water. Water that flows out of a tap and into a drain in a heartbeat, but brings joy, brings satisfaction, allows me to wash my hands or to have a drink of water. In a moment, it's gone. Beautiful. But what of that water? Where did it come from? It fell from the sky and gathered in creeks and streams and then rivers and then lakes, and perhaps was evaporated and rained again, and somehow gathered somewhere and entered into pipes that followed everyone, and came, one of them, to my house, and led the water out of the tap and into the drain and was gone. All of the people, all of the causes and conditions, the construction, the gathering, the forces of nature that converged for this one moment. What are you grateful for? And to whom are you grateful? Perhaps acknowledging the people known and unknown that contributed to this experience, to this particular cup of tea, to this comfortable chair. savoring, appreciating. This is a practice we can do anytime. It's good to do it systematically on a regular basis, but just taking note for now, how do you feel? What do you notice is present for you right now? Have you noticed any ease, any joy, any comfort? Could you savor that? Could you have gratitude for practicing gratitude? And if anything unpleasant arises, perhaps you're feeling badly because you're not feeling enough gratitude, or the feeling doesn't bring you as much joy as you would like. Could you let go of that? Could you acknowledge your intentions to simply open up to things in your environment, things around you for which you are grateful? And let go of needing to have a certain feeling. Patting yourself on the back for having intentionally let go of striving for at least a little while. And knowing that this practice can build on itself with time. One key to knowing joy is to be easily pleased. Could we allow ourselves to be easily pleased and let gratitude land? Let it make its mark on our hearts, in our awareness. Could it soften and warm our hearts, our experience, our way of encountering the world?
Thank you for listening to this episode of 12-Minute Meditation from Mindful and Mindful.org. I hope you enjoyed practicing with us. We'll be back in 7 days with another meditation for you.